Okay, we're welcoming Coach Anthony Grant, Obi Toppin, and Jalen Crutcher to the stage.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We're going to start with opening comments from Coach Grant.
Yeah. Well, we're obviously excited to be able to open the tournament up, first game of the tournament. I know our guys are excited to be able to compete today. Fortunate to be able to come out. I thought we did a really good job setting the tone from the beginning. We were able to build a little bit of a lead. Guys did a really good job in terms of understanding scouting report. Defensively, I thought we were really in tune to what we needed to do. Shared the ball today. So overall, it's a good win. It's a great way to start the tournament. And looking forward to continuing to try to compete for a championship.
Thank you, Coach. We're going to open it up to questions for the players. Please raise your hand and we'll pass a mic your way. Please also state your affiliation and whom you will be directing your question to.
David Jablonski, Dayton Daily News. Obi, what got into you in those first 4 minutes? How important was that stretch?
It was important, very important. The team was just finding me in the post. Before the game, we talked about throwing the ball in the post and working out of there because our offense is based off that. And when we got the ball in the post, a lot of things got opened up, and I was able to get buckets off of there.
Jim Root with Three Man Weave. This is for either player. It seemed like very early on, you both were very aware of the crowd and how there's a very pro Dayton feel to it. You're both kind of pumping early as you had the early run. How much of that atmosphere helped you guys get going?
Yeah, before the game, we knew like how our crowd come out and support us. So like before the game, we kind of talked to try to get the crowd into the game. That's helped us with the momentum in the beginning and towards the end.
Thank you, Jalen.
For both of you, how important or what was the key to the defensive effort against Georgia, especially early on? You guys had a lot of success.
The most important thing was, just try to stop number 5. He one of their best players, so we was trying to stop him and just play overall defense and help each other out on defensive end.
And getting defensive rebounds also.
Thank you both. Any other questions for the players? Front right.
For both of you guys, first game on Maui for you guys, what would you guys say about just the setting, the gym, the soft rims, friendly bounces, just the overall atmosphere today in the first game?
It's a great gym to play in. A lot of our fans came out and supported us. Filled the whole gym up. I'm sure y'all heard them throughout the whole game. So it wasn't a big gym like what we're used to playing in every single day, but it's a great gym, and we just did what we had to do today.
And for me, like playing in this at this gym, it's a dream come true. It's a blessing for me because I've been growing up watching this tournament, and I'm sure same for Obi. So it's just a dream come true.
We have a question on the left.
Rob Colias from the Maui News. Can you guys just speak a little bit on those same lines? In a gym like this, what is the new three-point line? How is that for you just in the game? And is it any different in a gym like this? Is there any depth perception difference or anything like that?
Come on, shooter.
I want to say it's a difference. For me, I can speak for myself. I've been struggling from the three-point line, so my coaches and my teammates give me, just courage, just to keep shooting, and I've been keep shooting. So, it's just.
For me, it's different a little bit playing in this gym, shooting from the three-point line, because in our gym, it's like the backboard. The backboard is like you can see the whole stands, and it feels like the basket is further. But in here, it's like going back to high school. It's like it's like a good feeling, and yeah.
Kevon Wilson, RSG Media. You win pretty big today. What are you going to try and say to your teammates to stay focused?
We just got to lock in. Coach Grant, he always tell us, we got to be mature. So we can't go out the next game and just try to, go out and just do our own thing. We got to just keep doing what we're doing this game.
Any other questions for the players? Okay, thank you both so much. You guys can go back to your teams. We're going to open it up for questions to Coach.
Coach, what did you see out of Obi in those first 4 minutes, just how aggressive he was and getting the team off to a good start?
Yeah, like Obi said, I thought, the flow of the game, we knew it was going to be an up and down game going back and forth. And so we wanted to try to establish a post presence early. Obi did a good job of making himself available. His teammates did a good job of finding him. And he was able to get some conversions going, and we kind of got in a rhythm there. So it was great to see our guys understanding where we had an advantage early, we were able to take advantage of that.
Coach, you turned them over early in the first half. What are some of the things you were trying to do defensively to create those kind of turnovers?
Yeah, just try to be solid. They're a very, very explosive offensive team. They can score quickly and transition on you. They really push the pace of the game. So we wanted to make sure that we did a good job of converting on the defensive end and trying to limit some of those opportunities. And when you're in the right position, sometimes good things happen for you, and I think that was the case today.
The other thing, there's a lot of, conversation around blue bloods, but the A-10 is a tough place. It builds teams in a different way that I think people don't. What is it about the conference that prepares teams to prepare to perform well in space like this?
Yeah, I think right now we're 4 games in. You know what I mean? So I think right now we're everybody in the country is trying to figure out who they are and what they have, and we're no different. I think we'll be able to take some things away from today that we did well, and hopefully we'll learn from it. We've got a quick turnaround for whoever we play tomorrow. So it's just trying to focus on the task at hand right now for us and getting ready for whoever's in front of us. And as we go through it, by the time we get to conference play, I think we'll have a pretty good idea of who we are and what works for us and what we need to do. But in the meantime, it's about trying to get prepared one game at a time.
How good was it to see Jordy get some action today, and what did he do to get back on the court in the last couple of weeks?
Well, Jordy's been out for probably a good 8 weeks, where he hasn't had a chance to really, practice in any shape or fashion. I think he got his first practice where he was able to kind of go for full practice on Saturday. And so it was just a matter of seeing how he reacted to that. He was able to come back yesterday and had a decent day yesterday as well. We didn't do a whole lot yesterday, but he was able to get out there and he felt good. So, it's just a matter of before the game seeing where he was at, and if he felt good enough to get out there, we felt like we could put him out there today. So it was great. It's been a long journey for him. So I was just happy for him that he's worked extremely hard. Our medical staff's done a great job just to be able to get him some minutes today and try to get his rhythm back and get a flow into it. And I know he was really excited to be out there.
Any other questions for Coach?
Right.
Coach, only 6 turnovers today. What kind of balance and calmness does Jalen Crutcher bring at the point guard position and everybody else in the ability to take care of the ball on a team that seemed like they were really getting after it defensively?
They had 15 turnovers.
Oh, shoot, I'm looking at the wrong stat. Apologies.
No, you're good. But, no, it's always good when you have, Jalen as an experienced point guard, having him out there with Rodney Chapman gives us 2 guys, I think, that can initiate offense for us, 2 guys that can help make the game easier for their teammates. And then, just being able to, our guys understand in terms of the spacing that we need to play with and how, we can be connected. I didn't think today was one of our better offensive performances overall, but I thought we did enough to be able to sustain a lead or build a lead and be able to sustain it. All right, thanks, guys.
All right, thank you, Coach. Congrats on your win. Okay, we have Georgia up at the stage. We're going to start with some opening comments from Coach.
Okay. Biggest thing, and I've felt this for a long time after my experience of being here, but especially with this team coming in here, we knew we were going to be coming, at least I knew, we were going to be coming in against a whole different level of intensity, physicality, the way guys play, the way they play together, and that's where we're at. And we got exposed by that. And we did not come out with the right. We did not come out understanding what we needed to do from the very beginning with the game plan, which was to not play behind Obi Toppin, which was to be more physical, but especially use our length more. When he caught it, get down on the dribble and be able to come and attack. And the other big part of it on the offensive end, which is so disappointing to me because we've been having more success with it, we want to play through the paint. And at one point, we were 1-19 at halftime, I believe. I think we ended up, before we made a couple threes at the end, we sat one in the 20s of not going through the paint. And we were 25 of 42 when we did go through the paint. And that's what we've got to understand. And I've got to find the guys. You know, this is not about coming in here and developing inside of the Maui Invitational. This is about guys that are going to come in and understand that it has all moved up. The level of intensity, the level of play has moved up. And we've got to be able to answer that bell. And we get a chance to turn around and go right away again tomorrow. But the formula that we have has to be the formula that we travel with. And it doesn't mean the shots are going to go. It doesn't mean that we're going to be successful. But it does mean we're going to be aggressive. It does mean that we're going to follow, especially when you're playing a player like Obi Toppin. But it does mean offensively that we're going to get through that paint. And to me, that's as disappointing as anything we didn't do on the defensive end, because there were far too many times the ball didn't get reversed. When we were able to cut, we were able to get really good things done. When we were able to move it from side to side, we were able to get things done, even if the shot didn't go. And we had too many guys play like they hadn't been in a high-level game like this. And really, with all honesty, I looked out at one point in time, we had 5 freshmen in. We haven't. So we'll learn from it.
Thank you, Coach. We're going to open up for questions for the players. We have Ty Fagan and Xavier Wheeler. Thank you. Any questions for the players? Front left.
Devon Wilson, RSG Media. First half, turned the ball over. What were they doing to you that made it difficult to get into your offense for both players?
I believe that, like Coach said, on offense, we were very stagnant in the first half. There wasn't enough cutting, enough ball movement. The ball was standing in one place a lot of times. We didn't get to the rim and kick out. We didn't play from inside out like we should, and that's the plan, and we failed to do that.
Some of it, like Coach Green said, which is no excuse, but just playing at this level, I mean, this intensity, the amount of fans that are into it, the pressure that's onto it, it's not really any pressure, but just what's at stake at this level, especially in this Maui Invitational, was a first for all of us. You know, maybe we weren't used to that. You know, as when we played some decent basketball, with the turnovers was down, we were sharing the ball, we were cutting, and that's just stuff we're gonna look back on film and get better from. and just continue to move forward.
Any other questions for the players? Okay, thank you both. You can return to your teams. We'll now open up for questions for Coach.
Coach, you talked a little bit about, getting prepared for the tough play. I know part of it is you're trying to build a culture here. Dust settles tonight. You talked about, playing through the paint, but what are some of the other things you want to work on to kind of be ready tomorrow to kind of get a different result?
Well, it has to be a mentality, and it really does. It has to be inside of you that you got to really turn around and respond. And like I said to the team after the game, for every minute that you spend pouting or worrying or rationalizing, that's a minute you waste on getting yourself ready for the next day. And that's really what it comes down to, right? I mean, we got really good kids. I mean, you have to learn how to win, right? And part of the winning is the mentality that you bring into it and what you learn from it. So the bottom line to me is the stagnant. We knew they were very, very good in the middle of the floor defensively. And that's not how we want to attack. We want to get the ball reversed, get our cutting going, get it through the sides, and then get it back into the middle once we would free people or get them moving around. And so that's what we're going to have to do. I mean, we can play anybody in the country, and we're not going to be successful if we come down and we try to play right through the middle, right off the top, or right off the beginning of the clock. And then we have to continue to be aggressive. I mean, it was a 1-point differential in the second half. I'm sure I'll watch the film and I'll see some good things. But the bottom line is, we knew we were going against a really, really good team, and they were every bit of as good as we thought they were on film, and we did not respond the way that we need to respond to it as wholly as we need to. So we have to turn around and have a much better response tomorrow.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you. Am I good?
Yep.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for your time.